Hey guys, welcome. If you guys seen the title, then you already know what's happening, what I'm going to be talking about. The Lord has given me a dream about COVID-19, and He gave me the dream the end of June. It's taken me a while to be able to share it. I've shared it with a few people already, but it's taken me a while for the purpose of I was trying to understand the meaning of the dream and all this stuff. And I've learned that a lot of things are at a point in time. God can sit there and share with you some, but not all. When the time is right, either I'll get an understanding when that happens, when the dream comes to pass, or the Lord will tell me whatever the case may be, however He wants to make it work. Yeah. So yeah, let me share it. So in this dream, it started off where I was actually in a doctor's office, and me and this other person, the doctor was completely pale. Let me first put that first. It started off, I was in the doctor's office. The doctor, when I looked at him, he was completely pale, and I knew he had COVID. And I knew COVID had gotten worse to the point that all it took was one touch, and people were getting COVID. So me and this other person were the only two that were able to see that he was pale, and everybody else seemed, it was like the doctor was completely normal. And so I knew he had COVID. I had to get away from him. Did not want him to touch me, and so we left. Then when we had left, the person was saying, I was telling to the person, I was like, listen, like, we have to get out of here. We have to leave now. And the person's like, well, our flight doesn't leave until, I believe it was the 5th or the 6th. And I was just like, and I told the person, it does not matter. We need to leave now because within 2 days, it was going to only get worse. And so I told the person, I was like, listen, I don't care. I will pay for the ticket, the changing of the flight times. I said, but we need to leave now because like I said, I knew in 2 days it was going to get worse, and I knew it was going to be like New York and Japan, how they did the complete lockdown, and nobody was able to get out. So I knew that was going to happen, and I knew, and within 2 days, all that was going to happen, and we had to leave. We had to leave right there and then. The dream continued where this guy that was with us, who was helping us, saw this woman that he knew, and when he went to go hug her, I saw that she had 2 red streaks on the right of her arm. And in the dream, I knew she had COVID too because I was able to see that sign. And so because he had hugged her, he now had COVID, and he could no longer be around us and help us and stuff like that. So in the dream, nobody had masks on. Mask was taken off. In the dream, like I said, I knew within 2 days things were going to get worse, and I knew that COVID got worse to the point that all it took was one touch. So when I woke up and I knew the dream was from God, because I know when God gives me dreams, it's just this really strong feeling and urge, and I just always know when it's from Him. I went into prayer and I was talking to the Lord, and I was just like, Lord, like, what's going on? Like I said, I know things are going to get worse. I know something worse is coming. I know COVID is going to be worse. And I was praying, asking God, like, I need more understanding about this dream, because like the doctor was pale, and this woman, she had 2 red streaks going on her arm. And with dreams, there are always symbolism, and there's always meaning behind certain things that you see. So I kept praying, I kept asking God, and then in my mind I kept questioning. I was like, wait, where did I see him pale from? Pale, because he was like a palish greenish, like that's the color of his skin. It was like a palish greenish. I was like, where did I see this? And then the Lord brought back to my memory Revelations. And in Revelation chapter 6 verse 8, it talks about a pale horse. And I'm going to go ahead and read this to you, and I'm going to tell you what the Amplified version like breaks it down into. So I'm reading out the King James version, and then I'm going to tell you about the Amplified version. But the King James version says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the 4th part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and the beasts of the earth. So pale horse in the Amplified version stands for palish greenish gray, and it says it's like a corpse representing death and pestilence. Within the end of the verse where it says, and the power was given unto them with the 4th part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death. Death in that part of the verse stands for plagues, pestilence, and death. So when I read that, I'm like, oh my gosh, warning before destruction. God always gives us warning before destruction. And He was reminding me in the dream, and I was speaking to an amazing woman of God who was telling me how the fact that I and somebody else was able to see the color of this person and was able to see the 2 red streak going down, we were seeing them spiritually, because a lot of people are walking around who are asymptomatic, who do not have symptoms of COVID, but they have COVID themselves and they're spreading it like wildfire. So I, when she had told me that, like, obviously it made sense, and I thank the Lord for using her. And so this is what I'm telling you guys. We need to pray for the spirit of discernment. We need to pray and ask God for us to see in the spirit, because what's coming, what's about to come, only those who can see in the spirit, I believe, are be able to see it. I was able to see it in the dream. The two red streaks going down the person's right arm, that's something that God has yet to reveal to me. But I do know the I kept questioning, I kept asking. What kept coming into my mind was people who had the vaccine, because like I'm seeing a lot of things happen right now where people with the vaccines are still getting COVID. People with the vaccines are getting diseases and getting sick. And I heard someone shared on Clubhouse where they said they got the vaccine and they were in the ICU for a whole month. And they said it was worse than COVID, and the things that they were feeling was completely worse than COVID. And they were in the ICU for a month. And so I thought, maybe that the two red streaks going down the right arm was talking about even with people with the vaccine, that they're still going to be able to get whatever's coming now. Also, people need to pray, because even in the dream there was no mask, and even the social media and the news talking about, oh, COVID is this, COVID is that, and it's just like, y'all make it seem like COVID it's over. It's not over, you guys. It's definitely not over. I heard about a new COVID strand, a COVID-19 Delta variant. I've heard of monkeypox now showing up in I believe it's the state of Texas, and things are just happening, and I'm just like, God, this the dream that you gave me, the dream that you gave me, the dream that you gave me. And the thing is, I said within 2 days, and I said the 5th or the 6th, the way that God works, this can be something that can happen months from now, weeks from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. The way God works, he can give us a dream now, but it's for the future event. But warning always comes before destruction, and this is a time that we need to be prayerful. We need to stay in prayer, keep in prayer, and pray over our homes, pray over our family, pray for the Lord that we get the spirit of discernment and be able to see that this sickness and disease that's coming, be able to see it in the spirit. Because like I said, in the dream, I and somebody else was the only persons that was able to see the COVID-19 on people, and nobody else was able to see it because that man went to go hug that woman. But if he was able to see it in the spirit, he would have saw the two red streak in her arm, which had indicated that she herself had COVID, and now he had COVID. So a lot of things are happening right now, and I just felt really led to share the dream. Like I said, it took me a while because I was trying to get understanding, but I was really the Lord was really showing me and telling me, because I've been reading some stuff, like there's a lot of things that God shares to us. Some things can be revealed, while others it's going to take some time to be revealed. Can be revealed within the moment it happens, or can be revealed before it happens. However God works, he works and he does it. But warning always comes before destruction. So this is warning before destruction, you guys. We need to stay prayerful. We need to continue to build a relationship with God. We need to get closer to God. We need to pray and acknowledge God in all that we do, because a lot of people are going out, just hanging out with people, just hanging out with anybody, and getting sick or whatever the case may be. But if you acknowledge God and be like, God, should I hang out with this person? He could have warned you, listen, that person have COVID-19, or they have this going on, and if you hang out with them, this is going to happen. So point being is, warning comes before destruction. This dream was given, and I am doing what I felt led to do. I'm being obedient. I'm sharing this word and sharing this dream to God's people and to everybody else that's listening. Stay prayerful. Like I said, pray for the spirit of discernment. And yeah, because what's coming is it's only going to get worse, and the media is making it seem like everything is fine, everything's perfectly good. But no, and when I heard about the COVID-19 Delta variant, I believe that's what it's called. When you Google search it, I'm telling you, Google search it and read what it says. It says it's worse. That how it gets transmitted, it is a lot faster than it is with COVID-19. I don't know what is to come, but I know whatever is coming, it's going to be worse. And we need to stay prayerful. We need to stay on the word of God. We need to be in the presence of God, and we need to stay on our word, and we need to speak to our life, speak on our life. We need to pray for our family, pray for our home, pray for ourselves, pray for our health. You guys, be prayerful and keep a relationship with God and surrender. Just do what I felt led from God to do. And yeah, so warning before destruction. Yeah. God bless you guys. I love you, and so does God. Bye.